Hello, beloveds. Hello, hello, hello. Happy new week and a happy new month. This week is so powerful because we transition from the month of magic, which is October, into the month of gratitude and the grateful self in November. Where also the veil is also still thin until probably like November 8th. So the whole week is such a great opportunity for you to connect with your ancestors who are here for your highest good, connecting with your divine team, connecting with your higher self, connecting with divine Father, divine Mother. This is such a great, potent week to really use that to clear some ancestral karmic stuff from your timeline, to really utilize this week. But also, there's a lot of things going on too. One of the things that I wrote down is the solar flares. How many of you have been not being able to sleep, waking up in the middle of the night, feeling hot, just feeling like there's so much going on? Headaches. Oh my God, that's one of the big ones that usually gets reported a lot during big solar flares is headaches, because your crown chakra is fully activated and your third eye as well. So if you're feeling these symptoms, some of the symptoms probably I didn't even touch on because everyone is very unique, but you'll find out through solar flares. I see it as like the solar activations, right? But there's also a clearing that comes with it. It's like breaking through, right? When I see the ripples of that solar particles come to the earth, it's like this. I see it as like this, like the sword of Kali or Mother Kali or beloved Archangel Michael just coming in to like cut out the BS, cut out the limiting stuff. Like it's just like clearing, right? And at the same time, it's activating us. So if you've been doing the work, this is like coming through to just, it's like the rinse off, right? You've been kind of scrubbing, and this is like coming through to just rinse it all off. And you see it go down the drain, right? Powerful, potent week here. If you really understand what is happening, you're able to utilize it to even integrate more of who you are and step into more of who you are, as well as releasing. So we have the solar flares. We have the veil is still thin, right? So I know we just celebrated Halloween, but that veil is still thin until probably like November 8th. You still feel it. And then you begin to feel like a switch. So this is where I want to go into. November is the month of gratitude and the grateful self. If I can, there's two words that came in to represent November. The first one you already know is gratitude. The second one is compassion. And compassion, I'm really feeling guided to talk more about that. So gratitude is like a feeling that I feel like when we step into November, going into December with the holiday season, it just flows in beautifully. Like I can feel it, it gets very strong, and it just feels so yummy. Like I can feel it throughout my entire being. The energy of the masses, like I'm grateful that I made it through this year. I'm grateful that my family are here with me. I'm grateful that I get to share a meal with the people I love. I'm grateful for the life that I've been able to create. I'm grateful for the gifts that have been showered upon me. I'm grateful, like we start to, it's almost like hearing these prayers. You can hear them again because we're very close to spirit in these last quarter, these last, few months. And so if you pay attention, if you're open, you can hear it or you can feel it, perhaps even see it. The prayers, the gratitude prayers ascending into the heaven and also going into Mother Earth. It's a very beautiful time of the year. It's actually my favorite time of the year. From September going into the end of December is my favorite time of the year. It's such a beautiful and magical time. So October really helped us we stepped into the realm of magic, remember, activated the magical self, Hopefully you got to play with your magical side, integrate more of that ancient wisdom within you, connecting with nature, the elements within and also all around you. Hopefully you got to create and co-create with these powerful nature and elemental energies. And now we step into gratitude, the month of gratitude. What are you grateful for? This is, if you haven't practiced gratitude before, this is a perfect month for you to begin. You're fully supported and your gratitude will be amplified. Remember, the universe loves when we step into gratitude, because when we do that, we tell the universe, yes, yes, thank you. I want more of that. And the universe is like, oh, that made you happy. Here you go. I will give you more. So you can stay in that bliss, in that joy, in that happiness, in the ease, in that energy of possibilities, optimism, joy. When we step into gratitude, it makes it easy for that which we desire to come to us. I feel like it's one of the hardest exercises to practice, right? Because especially if you've never done it before and you're not having, if you feel like your life is not what it should be, it's hard to be grateful for that, because you're looking into your future, you're looking into what you don't have rather than what you do have. If this is you, then begin to pull your attention away from what you don't have yet, what you haven't manifested yet, what you haven't created yet, and begin to focus on what is going right now in your life. If you're like, I don't know, I can't come up with one, I'm going to give you one right now. You're alive. You're right here. You can hear me. You can see me. You can sense me. That is a big thing to be grateful for. Second thing, you get to eat. You get to drink clean water. You have a roof over your head, warmth, clothes on your body to keep you warm or cool if it is in the summertime where you are. That's another thing to be grateful for. Do you have someone in your life who supports you unconditionally, who loves you unconditionally? That's another thing to be grateful for. The air that we breathe, the sun on our skin, the food from the earth. We can be grateful for all of that. Begin to shift your focus to that. Begin to shift your focus to that. And you see things begin to shift in your life. Gratitude just breaks the door open for your abundance and your gifts to come through, for what the universe wants to truly bless you with to come through. So this month, if you haven't really, been practicing gratitude, this will be the month to start that. And again, just start by what is going right in your life right now. Right now. Perhaps it's the ability to walk from, your bedroom to the bathroom. Maybe it's the ability to listen to music and dance. The ability to share a meal with people that you can laugh with all day long. There's something in your life that is worth being grateful for. And that is what I'm inviting you to really tap into and watch your world expand exponentially. So next, let's talk about the compassion part, because that part was coming in too. This is especially for those of you empaths. I'm an empath. But the way I understand empath, the gift of empathy, is very different now from when I first learned that I was an empath. Because right now, when you hear someone say they're an empath, there's this energy of victimhood that's also attached to it. And yet the superpower of empathic being is powerful. It is empowering. It's uplifting. So there's a lot of shifting that is happening there. So let's talk about compassion. Compassion is the ability. So for example, this is the analogy. It's like the ability to see someone suffering, understanding their suffering, being able to even guide them if you're guided to do that without you taking on that burden. So empathy, empaths tend to go see what is the suffering in humanity and put on the shoes and walk in that shoe. So they become part of that suffering. They carry the heavy burden, and it limits them from truly tapping into the fullness of the gift of being an empath. Becomes a burden, becomes very heavy. So the thing with compassion is that you don't wear this shoe. You see the shoe, you notice the condition of the shoe, and you provide whatever solution, whatever medicine that you're there to help with, and that's it. So empath wears the shoe. In compassion, you don't. So you don't take on the suffering, you don't take on the pain, you don't take it with you. It's almost like you're the observer. That is compassion. You're not taking it on. You're not meant to take it on. You're not meant to take on other people's, what they're going through. Especially when it is people we love, I know it's hard. You want to lessen the pain. You want to lessen the burden. But remember, this is their path. And when you take on that burden, when you take that pain from them, you took a big chunk of that puzzle from them that will allow them to solve and break through whatever they're going through. And until you give it back to them, they're going in circles trying to find what is missing. And the whole time you're holding on to that puzzle piece. So give that puzzle piece or pieces back to people. Give it back to them so that they can finally break through and move forward. That is compassion. It is not part of your superpower to take on other people's crap, other people's pain, other people's heaviness. Stand in the energy of compassion where you observe and you send them love, you send them the medicine that they need. You pray for them, you bless them, whatever you can do to support them. And again, it is up to them, even if they want to receive it or not. You cannot force them either. If they want to receive it, great. They will receive it. It will help them move through it with ease, with grace. And if they don't want to, again, it's their path. Their soul knows what they need, and you got to trust them. You got to trust your soul. You got to trust that their higher self knows exactly what is going on, and they will make it through. Empathy, compassion, the elevated form of the empath is the compassionate empath. When you're able to step into the energy of compassion, the gift of the empath is amplified. You're able to bring in so much light. And because you're able to feel the shadow, the darkness of humanity, where it's coming from, you're able to direct that light exactly there. You're able to anchor that light. My dears, if you are an empath, the old paradigm of that is dying, is going away. It is time for you to redefine yourself. It is time for you to redefine your gifts. Nothing is like, it needs to be like this or that way, that. No. So you need to begin to get to know yourself. Who are you as the empath? What does that really mean? I know you read the stuff about empath and then you take that on. And you're like, this is how I'm supposed to be doing it because I'm an empath. No. because your unique signature as an empath is completely different from my unique signature as an empath. Find your unique signature and operate from a place of compassion. So a beautiful goddess, ascended master that you can work with to really help you with this transformation of the empath is beloved Kuan Yin, which is interesting because the messages, the cards that wanted to come in is the goddesses, like they showed up very strongly. So I'm curious if she's going to pop it into one of the cards, but we'll see. But Kuan Yin is someone that you can work with to really help you to embody that compassion within yourself. Oh, big week ahead. So we have the message from the goddesses coming in to guide all of us through this week. And then on top of that, because of the solar flares, the big solar activation and clearing that is happening, you also need to take care of yourself. So I'm going to be bringing in some self-care wisdom for you. So we'll see what comes through for you. Really take care of that. Like, take it in, integrate it, and put it into action. Your being will help you, will thank you for that. All right. So let's go ahead and step into connection, if you haven't already yet. You know the drill. So close your eyes, take in some deep breaths in. Begin to sink into your body, be into your body. Call all your energy back to you from your day, from all time, space, dimensions, into the here and now. And I ask that your beloved team, divine team, clears your energy before it gets integrated within you. So begin to see all your energy return to you, bright and new and shining. So again, go ahead and send your pillar up. Plug it into the source ball of light above, which for me always looks like a golden ball of light. Yours might be different. We just plug right into it and open up your channel and allow that source light to flow down your channel into you and also all around you. Let it enter into every cell within your being. Let it go to your DNA level and activate and cleanse your DNA strands. Let's do the same thing with the Divine Mother. Send your roots down into the earth, your roots from both of your feet, the bottom of your feet, and also the base of your spine. Send that deep down into the earth. And find that crystalline heart of the Divine Mother. Go ahead and plug right into her. She's waiting with her arms open. She's ready to embrace you and support you and just be with you. And once you anchor into her crystalline heart, again, open up your channels and begin to receive and drink up her love and her light into your body and all around you. Go ahead and anchor each light into your heart. So within your heart space, you should see two flames, one from the Divine Father and one from the Divine Mother. The third flame is going to be from your higher self. So go ahead and call in your higher self into your heart now. Urusenia karasaturu kuakitia noro sori akiti na sarayara kawa yana soni okoa yatina sarikikia oria nasati atedia no arasa. Begin to feel her or him emerge within your heart and see her light expand through your entire being, and I ask that anything in the way of it be cleared, uncreated, deleted now, so that your higher self can come through clearly and powerfully. Kurusi dana saraketuru koa shuru suru no wakiatira sario koa hiara sani kikiatoro oro siana kiatiro koa kitena saria niaro suru waria Nuru suru kia toro siarka Nakara soro okoro siana. Nyatara kakia toro koakia siara. Nora siana soro akidinana. Noro. Taking a deep breath in. Now bring all three lights within your heart. See all three flames begin to merge into one, creating a brilliant star within your heart. And this star begins to expand outward and creating this beautiful light, this crystalline bubble of light all around you, bigger than the space that you're in, bigger than the house or the apartment complex that you're in, bigger than your city. It can even go beyond that if you feel good about that. I want you to breathe in the space of connectedness. Allow this light from above, anchored, locked and sealed into the earth. Feel the balance and the connection. And breathe. And go ahead and call in your guides to surround you. And see this beautiful golden circle of light emerge around you. And see each guide begin to show his or herself to you. And from this place, go ahead and ask, where do I need to focus my energy this week? 1, 2, or 3. And once you have received your number or numbers, go ahead and open your eyes, still in your heart, ready to receive. Okay, let me get some water. All right. So if you received 1, this week you are working with Goddess Ostara, who is the goddess of fertility. And here's the card. Goddess Ostara. And she said, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So let's see what else Ostara has in store for you. There we go. All right. Springtime is any time when the light increases within your mind and your entire system. Remember the solar flares? Yes. If you feel dark, heavy, or depressed, then you can lighten up by fueling yourself with positive intentions, nutritious foods, and anything that sparks your feelings of love. Surround yourself with the beautiful flowers, brighten the colors in your wardrobe and home, and draw back the curtains to let in natural light. You can paint a sunnier outlook within yourself, which will give rise to all sorts of new opportunities. Since like attracts like, feel more energized and powerful as you spruce up your inner and outer worlds. Then capitalize on this increase vigor by starting a new project that really makes your heart sing with excitement. Okay. Beautiful. So just a little bit about the goddess Ostara. So she is the Teutonic goddess of fertility and springtime, who's sometimes called Yersto. Yersto. I think I said that right. The words East and Easter were both named after Ostara because of the reference to the sun rising in the east and the increase in sunlight beginning in the Celtic springtime. She is celebrated during the spring equinox as the bringer of increased light and the balance between nighttime and daytime hours. Call upon Ostara to increase your fruitfulness, fertility, or to help you embark on new adventures. Card number 1, you're working with Goddess Ostara for to start something new, but to also increase the light within yourself. Like you have the ability to receive these light codes, the solar codes that are coming through the solar flares, and integrate that within your being to light you up so that you can create, the new things, and the new things that really sparks you up, that really activates you, that really gets you excited. So your self-care for this week, yours is to honor your top priorities. Honor your top priorities. So your card is decisions. And it says, honor your top priorities. If it's not an absolute yes, then it's a no. This is so important. If it is not an absolute yes, it's a no. Let's make it easy, right? So as you are, building yourself up, just receiving that more sun, more light within your being, and creating more of that in your outer world, and creating these new ideas. When a new idea pops in, if it is not a clear yes in your body, it's a no, right? Make it easy, because sometimes when we are activated, we can get like thousands of ideas coming through, and not all of them are ready to be implemented or taken action on immediately, right? So you can use this technique, this suggestion of, if it is not an absolute yes, then it's a no, to really see which one is ready to be integrated and created in the physical form, right? So honor your top priorities, and you're working with Goddess Ostara. So both cards, if you received one, here you go. All right. Card number 2. If you received 2, you're working with Goddess Damara. Oh, this card is very gentle. It's like working with your inner child. And the Mara really helps in guiding children. So again, the inner child. And if you have children, this will come in handy too. And it says, the Mara says, you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So for you, if you receive card number 2, there's a calling that's coming out of this week's activated energy. Let's see what other messages come with this. My little one is giggling over here. All right, so one can be gentle and a fierce protector simultaneously. My vigilant focus on keeping harmony within households stems from my desire for children to maintain the youthful awe and sense of wonder. How else will we ensure that they will see and speak with fairies? How else will we foster the continuation of children's healing laughter? Join with me in guiding the children, and you will see your own imagination sparked by these amazing young beings. Your own enthusiasm and youthful spirit attracts the children's respect and attention. I will lead you toward young people who can benefit from your help. So a little bit about Damara, a Celtic fertility goddess whose name means gentle. There you go. Damara helps to bring peace and harmony to families within households. She helps children maintain their youthful innocence and faith. Damara is happy to guide you with respect to the best way to help children, yours and someone else's. I feel like this is one of my cards for this week. It's feeling really yummy and delicious for me. Thank you, Damara. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's see here. Spend time with or have a heart-to-heart talk with your own children or your inner child. Get into a career involved with helping kids if you're called. Volunteer with young people. Know that children will be coming into your life soon. You will be a parent. Take care of your own inner child through play and laughter. So these are some of the other meanings that Damara or other that Damara brings in. So it just depends on which of these resonate with you. Number 2, Damara, your self-care card we have goals. Ooh, I'm loving this. It's a beautiful balance between the goddess that's coming through and also the self-care cards. So number 2, your self-care card is goals. And it says, set a goal, write it down, and release the outcome. Small steps make a big difference. Set a goal, write it down, and release the outcome. Small steps make a big difference. So both of your cards, we have Damara coming in to help you with some inner child. And also if you have children around you, working with that beautiful child energy, right? Fortifying, helping you to support your inner child and also your own children if you do have them, or the children that are surrounding you. But the emphasis is on the inner child. That one is pretty big. And also remember to set your goals. Set your intention, or set your goals to set specifically, set a goal, write it down, and then release it. Right? Release it. That's such an important step. And small steps make a big difference. Remember that. It's not always about the big giant steps. Sometimes we got to take the big leaps, but many times we're doing the little steps first before we get to the big leaps. So don't forget the little steps, because they're just as important as the big quantum leaps. So third card, if you received number 3, you are working with goddess Ishtar. I love this goddess, this Egyptian goddess. And it says boundaries. So you're working on boundaries. So let's see here. We got like that energy of the East, of new beginnings, of creative ideas, of activation, of the, I think I already said of the East with goddess Ostara, right? Like the spring-like energy. And then we have, like the nice, gentle energy of Ostara, Damara coming through with the children energy, working with your inner self, right? And then now we have Ishta with the boundary. So if you receive 3, you are working on creating healthy, strong, fortifying boundaries this week. Also, where you need to focus, like where your boundaries are not as strong, will be shown to you, which is a huge part of the solar flares. When it zooms into Earth, it's showing you all the crap that no longer needs to be there, so you can release it, right? So let's see here. Ishtar says, love yourself enough to say no to others. Oh, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Okay, let's see. What else? Okay, so here's her message. A sincere desire to give of service is wonderful. However, there's a distinction between giving of yourself and giving up yourself. If you feel tired, guilty, or resentful while helping others, then you are not truly helping them, are you? You're injecting poisonous energies into the relationship, and then no one benefits. Step back, reassess the situation. As you respect your own boundaries, others will begin to recognize and respect them within you and within themselves as well. Now, that's a healthy behavior to teach others. I love this. So a little bit about what else this card might mean for you. You might be given too much. Perhaps you need to become more assertive. And don't do things out of guilt or obligations. I love these. It's like you might be given too much. Perhaps you need to become more assertive. And don't do things out of guilt or obligation. So a little bit about goddess Ishta. She's been worshipped and invoked since ancient Babylonian times as the embodiment of Venus's womanly energy. Here's the image again. Ishtar represents the divine feminine in all of her aspects, including nurturing, mothering, sensuality, fertility, healing, protection, and wisdom. As a multidimensional goddess, Ishtar doesn't tire of helping men and women who call upon her for assistance. So do you see how kind of like this card ties in all the, the other two cards? This week, even though there's like potent energy coming in, and we're being guided to do like clear actions through the self-care card, there's a gentleness to it. There's a mother energy to it. It's like that pink light coming to support. It's a big support, a supportive energy coming in to really nurture us. Right. So pay attention to that. Apart from these, what else are you being called to do, or call in, or eat, or drink? What else are you being guided to do that is very nourishing for you, that is activating for you, that feels like love for you? Right. So your self-care card, if you receive 3, is guidance. I love this card. Guidance. So it says ask for guidance. So you're working with Ishta. So definitely make sure you call her in to work on your boundaries with her. There might be some hidden stuff with your boundaries that need to be done so that it can fortify your boundaries. So ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. Ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need this week. So there you go. There are your cards. So with the self-care cards, I'm going to run through it real quick. So if you received 1, it's all about decisions this week, right? Honor your top priorities. If it is not an absolute yes, then it's a no, right? The second one is goals. Remember, setting goals, write them down, and release the outcome. And also remember, small steps make a big difference. And then the third one is the guidance, making sure you ask for guidance, because the divine will meet your every need if you ask. Very important. Beautiful. So you can see the 2 energies that are kind of working with us this week. We have this intense, solar flare, new month energy coming in. And then at the same time, we have like the energy of compassion, of gratitude, of nurturing, of fertility, of the inner child, that playfulness, of lightness also coming through. And they're all weaving, they're dancing together within and all around us. So make sure you really harness it. Make sure you open up to listen, because again, the veil is still very thin. It's going to be a lot of messages. This is a great time for you to work with your ancestors. And when you're working with your ancestors, make sure you state that you are calling in the ancestors who are here for your highest good, so that the right ones can show up for you. Call in the ancestors who are here for your highest good, who are of light and love, unconditional light and love of the divine. But this will be a great week to really get to know the ancestors who came before you, perhaps those who are doing this, who've done the same purpose that you are on the path on right now, right? All right, my loves. What a great week. Take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Take the steps. Listen to yourself. Write things down. The ideas that are coming through, they're not coincidence, right? Write them down. And the last thing before I close this week's energy forecast. So as you all know, last week, can't believe it's been a week already, my multi-author book, Miraculous, launched. So now you can find it on Amazon. I have the link below so you can find it and get your copy. Again, you can still get the copy for 99 cents US dollars. It might be different pricing in different countries. And so make sure you get your copy. And if you've already got your copy, thank you for supporting us and becoming #1 bestsellers, #1 international bestsellers. And we ask that you go on Amazon and write what you love about the book. What did you receive from the book? What pulled you in? What inspired you? What motivated you? Share that and write a review on the book on Amazon. That will also help us greatly so that more people can be exposed to this book, will be able to access this book. And then the last thing I want to say is that the next book is available. The applications are open. It is called Oracle: Messages from Women who invoke the divine to help guide humanity into the new golden age. This book is going to be another powerful one. This book is just going to be for women, because I'm really feeling the divine feminine goddess energy coming through. So if you're a channel, if you're a seer, if you're an oracle, and you have a message to help guide humanity, to uplift humanity, to bless humanity, if you're willing to be the vessel for divinity to flow through you and create words that will activate others, then I am calling you to become part of this multi-author book. And this book will launch in next year, early next year. So if you have becoming a best-selling author on your list next year in 2022, come join this book. Okay. All right, my loves, from my heart to yours. It kind of reminded me of the first card with Ostara, right? With the new ideas that fire you up, right? Soul fire. That's what's coming through. That's what I feel with this book. And so I'm really excited about that. All right, from my heart to yours. Until next time, I love you. I love you. I love you. Bless you, and talk to you soon. Bye.
I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.